Manuel, I'm really excited about this. So, folks, I don't want you to get lost in the weeds about this scary prospect of building out this giant social media thing. Uh, the reason I'm so pumped about these modules that Manuel is doing is because we're going to baby step you. He's going to baby step you into using a piece of this incredible social media just genius invention that Facebook has come out with as a way to launch and rank your product. So let's not get lost in weeds of the big picture. So Manuel started big picture to show you the scope of this opportunity and why it works so well. And now we're narrowing the focus. So Manuel, I'm very excited for you to teach this module about how to build their Amazon product, launch Messenger Flow. By the way, even that title is going to be intimidating to some people. But is this really that difficult?
Well, what are we trying to do? We're trying to launch an initial launch, right? We're trying to just get some traction on the Amazon world. That's the idea, right?
Exactly. And so, you know, the thought of, oh my gosh, I've never done this before. And now Manuel's throwing out these scary terms like launching a messenger flow in ManyChat. What the bleep is that about? But it's actually pretty simple what you're going to show them, is it not?
Super simple, super simple. I'm going to show you guys how simple this is. And I think that just so I can give you guys some expectations, once we are done with this training today, once you get you download the slides, which you're going to have access to get them done, you're going to need those slides, all right, to go through the steps. It's probably going to take you about an hour or less to do everything from the beginning. I'm talking about the whole quote unquote funnel, which I can understand that could be an intimidating word. Literally, you don't have to do no need for any coding experience. You don't have to know coding. You don't need to hire somebody from India to show you how to build a website. You don't need to do anything. This is going to be super simple, bare bones. You can launch. Now, I can tell you something. All of you guys that are watching this video right here, this training, you are part of a very unique audience that has a competitive advantage that nobody else out there really understands. I think that I was lucky enough. I'm going to consider myself lucky. All right. There's something that I call, I've used a lot of my seminars. There's a philosopher, his name is Seneca, who has quite a reputation. He actually did some incredible writing on his life. One of the things that he talks about is that he says, what does it mean to be lucky, to get lucky? Well, he says, well, luck is when preparation meets opportunity. I think I got really lucky because for some strange reason, all right, I got obsessed over Messenger. I loved it. Before anybody thought that it was a thing, before anybody understood what it was. I mean, still today, you talk about Messenger marketing, you talk about Messenger lists, and they don't really understand what that is. But hey, that is what opportunities are all about. You pick them up where they grow, when they actually form, and then the ones that monetize them the most, the ones that get the most out of them are the ones that start early. And you guys here and me, we're starting early. Even though I've been teaching Messenger already for, I think, a solid year and a half now. But I got lucky because once things have changed on the Amazon platform, and now it's all about building real lists of real people and no more the deep discounts or other things along that we use for many, many years. I think it's important for us to understand the power of a strategy like this that most people don't even understand how to use. But what we're going to cover now for the next couple of modules is very, very simple. Again, a maximum of 1 hour. Let's say that you don't consider yourself to be smart. By the way, I didn't consider myself to be smart growing up. I was supposed to be a failure because I didn't go to college. So I'm not supposed to be smart. My mom told me that I wasn't smart because I didn't want to go to college. If you're one of those like me that didn't consider themselves to be smart, well, you're going to probably spend an hour at max getting this whole setup from start. I'm talking about simple. You don't need to do any video production or any advanced systems. This is going to be super, super simple. I promise you. Get through the process and you'll be able to have yourself running this thing within no time, probably by the end of the day where you're watching this particular training. So we're going to talk about the Amazon product launch formula. Now, why is this a product launch? Well, because when you are launching a product brand new and you're all excited about it and you create your listing and your titles and your descriptions and your images and all of that stuff, well, unless you generate some traffic, people are not going to find you ever, unless you have a product that has enormous demand and no competition, which it doesn't really exist, right? It's very rare to accomplish such a combination like that. So you're going to have to generate some traffic. And what we're going to show you with this Amazon product launch formula is how to generate some traffic that is going to be very powerful for the Amazon algorithm, that is going to help you get more visibility fast on the Amazon platform, just like that. And that's the idea behind it. And again, we're going to be able to get through it in an hour. So once you have your ManyChat account set up and you're ready to roll, you're going to see this intimidating column on the left-hand side. Don't let it intimidate you, okay? Just follow the slides and go step by step. Try to blur out everything else in your mind, because you're going to learn little by little, step by step. It's all about learning something new every day. It's what I teach people a lot, right? I'm a teacher myself, and I have been doing this for the last couple of years. And what I tell people is that don't try to learn all at once. Grab one thing, one system, implement it, see results, and then ask yourself, what should I be learning next? So right now, we're going to learn how to set up a flow inside ManyChat so you can have your products launch. That's what we're doing in this particular flow right here. As simple as that. So all that entire column, disregard the whole thing. Don't pay attention to any of that except what I am pointing out right here. There's going to be a section right there, as you can see right here, which I'm signaling, called flows. So you're going to go to flows. And then step 2, you're going to go to click new flow. You can see on the top right corner, it says new flow. We're going to go to create a new flow right there. You're going to call it the Amazon product launch formula. See how simple it's going to be? It's going to be step 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that, right? So now, once you go to Amazon product launch formula, you're going to go to create this particular flow, and then you go to create your little message. That message, which is something that, again, it's going to be super simple, because I'm going to go back here. When it says create a new flow, okay, let me just, for a second here, I got a message coming in and out. Let me just turn this off. There we go. There we go. All right, so once you create a new flow right here, you're gonna have an opportunity to create a message. And the window looks exactly like this, guys. So you're gonna go to create a flow, and it's gonna have a window that shows up like this. Now, you're gonna have a bunch of options right here that you can see that are like, oh, do you wanna add text, an image? Do you wanna add a card, a gallery? Don't complicate yourself. Only select the actions that I'm talking to you right now about, right? A card is basically just like an image. A gallery, which is a clickable image. A gallery is just like a carousel. Facebook calls it a carousel, which is a series of images side to each other. You're going to go to write the send message, which is going to be the text. And then you're going to just write a little message that goes like that. Hey, first name. Well, guess what happens when you select first name? Yes, the messenger pulls in the person's name, and you can personalize it to talk to these people. Happy to see you're interested in our coffee mug, whatever your product is. Tap the claim offer button below to get a $15.99 Amazon gift card after Amazon ships your order. All right. Claim offer is going to be the button. As you can see right here, you're going to have an option to add a button. On number 6, you're going to add a button. You're going to select claim offer as your actual call to action button. And then you're going to go to perform actions. All right. And now this is what we're going to do. Okay. On the perform actions, we're going to add a tag. Okay. What do we want to add a tag for? Well, we want to make sure that we know who actually joined this promotion, who said that they wanted to be a part of this promotion. Because one thing that I don't want you guys to do is to communicate to people on Messenger if they don't want to be communicated to, because that's basically what spam is all about, right? Spam is basically communication that is unwanted, right? Not wanted. So you want to make sure that you only communicate with people that are interested in what you have to offer. So we add a tag, and later on, I'll explain to you how you can use that. So you enter the tag, join the giveaway as a tag name. And then what you do is that you create a next step after the people have joined the giveaway. You choose a next step. As you can see right here, it's going to be a send message on the next step. And then we're going to add this particular option right here. Great. You can also add a first name right there. First thing you'll need to do is purchase our product on Amazon. Then we will send the gift card as soon as Amazon confirms the shipment of your order. Just tap the get started button below to claim this offer now. So that's basically how it looks right here, okay? These are the ManyChat features you will be using to build the message. You can see right here, it's only 3 of them that you're gonna be using. There's going to be a bunch more options that you don't need to learn about right now. You're going to have text, you're going to have a delay, and you're going to have a text. Now, let me explain to you what a delay is. A delay is basically something that makes it look like there's somebody typing in the next message for 5 seconds, for 3 seconds, for 20 seconds, as simple as that, all right? And this is gonna be all that you're gonna be using generally overall on your entire flow. Again, you're gonna just go step by step getting all this implemented here. The card is going to be clickable right here. One of the options right here. You're gonna add your card image, headline, description, and button. Select randomizer as the button's action. I'm gonna explain to you why we use the randomizer. And this section, just so you know, the step number 14 is 100% optional. And I'm gonna tell you right now what are the 2 options that you have on this particular example, okay? So now, on step number 13, adding your card image, this particular image, I'm sure that you have gotten resources on how to create images. It's very simple for you to grab your product and put it on a picture like this, and then grab an Amazon gift card and also embed it on the picture. If you don't know how to do this, today we live in a world that has gotten rid of excuses. You can go to places like Fiverr, Upwork, FreeUp, etc., and you're gonna be able to have somebody just put an image right there and maybe charge you $5 or $10 at the most, and you're gonna have an image right now that has the Amazon gift card. One thing that I can tell you is that we have used the Amazon gift cards because Amazon has the trust factor, and we are giving them a gift card. So since we're doing that, we wanna make sure that they know, hey, just so you know, you're gonna get this particular gift card once you complete your purchase, right? So now the randomizer is something that we do because we want to actually combine product links. Now, if you don't do the randomizer, let's say that right here, going back to the slide right here, you do not select the randomizer as an option, as a next step, then it doesn't change the links when people click on it. It gives them the same link. If you are doing a product launch, you can also just focus on canonicals. Whatever you've learned with Ben throughout his training, which he can come and talk about it in a second, but you can actually just focus on canonical URLs that are gonna help you get some visibility across your Amazon brand as a starting point right there. So if you're gonna generate, I don't know, maybe 5 sales per day, 10 full price funnel sales per day, because I would even say, even people that you want to get that from your email, or people that you have connected to you on your job, that, hey, here's a link. I'm gonna show you guys how to create the link for this. But it's very easy to get family or people close to you or people that you know to buy stuff from you, even from this whole link that you're gonna give them on Messenger, this whole flow that you're building for them over here. So you can select randomizer and then have what they call a super URL, or another special URL, whatever it is the name you're familiar with, and you can have a canonical URL, and then every time somebody clicks on it, it's gonna give them a different option, a canonical and a special link, canonical and a special link. If you don't select the randomizer, you can just leave it alone and just add the canonical URL just for your initial product launch formula. It's gonna start looking like this. Hey, happy to see you're interested in our coffee mug. Tap the claim offer button below to get a $15.99 Amazon gift card after Amazon ships your order. Claim offer or more information. If you do a more information, I'm going to show you guys what you do. People sometimes want to know, I want to understand what I'm buying, because if I don't know what I'm buying, why am I going to invest $20 ahead of time? It's not free. It's not a 99% coupon, right? That they have to actually go and give Amazon some money. It's a full price purchase overall. So we're going to have a more information button. But this is how the flow is starting to look overall. And then we're gonna add the actual more information button right here. The more information button, and then you're gonna add a single step also that says perform action. So we're gonna add the more information button, and then we're gonna add the perform action, okay? So now, what happens with the more information? We're gonna add a tag, okay, over here, and then it's enter the giveaway. And then we're going to click on the next step and then select the send message as the next step. So over here, when they do the more information, the information goes as simple as this. Here's some more information about our coffee mug. Great gag gift for any mom. The sign is printed on both sides. Dishwasher and microwave safe. Ready to buy? Click the button below. So now we have a tag that comes in after they actually got the information. And we're also putting them into the joint giveaway tag. So whether they go for the claim offer directly, somebody that is more like a compulsive buyer, ready to buy, or they go for the more information flow, somebody that is actually wanting to get a little bit more information about the product before they actually commit to it, they're still going to get tagged to the joint giveaway, and they get this flow right here. Great first name. First thing you need to do is purchase our product on Amazon. Then we will send the gift card as soon as Amazon confirms the shipment of your order. Just tap the Get Started button below to claim this offer. And then they get the offer, get started, and it's going to send them to go purchase a product with the link directly to them. All right. So this is a randomizer setup. If you guys want to set it up like that, if you want to test out your links, that's an option that you want to test out. You can do over here, random path every time. And you can select 50% on A, 50% on B. It's super simple. It looks complicated, but it's not. As simple as that. You're adding a randomizer to it. All right. And now you're going to perform the action. And you select the actual custom field, and then it's going to be the URL randomizer. So now just go back. I know it's getting a little bit more technical. Just to go, this is actually, it doesn't get more technical than this, guys, just so you know, right? This is the extreme complication of the process right here. Just for the randomizer, all right, just so we know what they actually got, we're going to perform an action. And then after that, we're going to select a custom field, which is an action. And then we're going to select what custom field we are selecting over here. And that is the URL randomizer. All right. And that's the one that we're selecting right here. And then we're going to put a text on it. It says confirm the name of custom field, set type of text, and then click create. And then on that one, we're going to add both links on it. All right. That's the way it's going to be. We're going to add both links. Set your variable percentage and click on choose next step. And then select perform action as the next step over here. And then again, confirm the name of the custom field, set type as text, click create, and then here's the custom field right here. Now you have canonical URL, and then you can have your other URL that you want to select so you can test it out over here, okay? So now, once you select that one over here, as you can see right here in the top right, you have the URL randomizer to canonical URL here. All right, so you have basically both options just set up as the actual randomizer option. So you can have that variety and just have a little bit of mixed signals coming from your actual messenger channel overall. I'm gonna send message over here as the next step. And then we're gonna go over here to awesome. There's a limited first name. There's a limited supply assigned to this offer. It may only last a few hours. Just tap on the purchase button below, purchase now. Okay, so over here, we go to set your message and add a button. Fill in your button title as purchase now. Add the custom field URL randomizer we just created as a website address. And as simple as that. Click on continue to next step. Select the smart delay as the next step. This particular point right here, the smart delay, let me explain to you what the purpose of this is. This is something that Facebook Messenger and ManyChat rolled out maybe a couple of months ago. What this does is that it basically nudges people. What we're going to do here is we're going to start a smart delay. So if somebody comes into your Messenger world, I'm going to show you now how that looks overall. But if somebody comes into your Messenger world and they get the offer and then they forget to buy it, maybe because they were at work or maybe because it was too late at night or it was too early, they're going to get a reminder about it. If we set the smart delay on place, a smart delay is exactly that. It's a smart delay. You can set it to 2 hours later, 6 hours later, 12 hours later. And the idea is to nudge people so that way we get a higher conversion rate of people coming in and opting into the flow overall. So in this example, you can use, it says over here, set smart delay to trigger after 3 minutes. Select send message as the next step. And then we're going to do a delay that goes like this. Hey, first name. Now, again, one thing that I would do on this particular example over here, you can set a delay to 20 minutes and test it out. Or maybe 10 minutes. It's up to you. You can do different tests to find out which one works better for you. But the idea is that we're going to send them the link. And then a few minutes later, we're going to ask them if they were able to purchase the product. Hey, first name, were you able to purchase? We will need to confirm your purchase details to make sure you qualify for this giveaway. Click on I made a purchase to claim your gift card by entering your details on the website. And then there's an option that says, there's a button that says, I made a purchase. And then they're going to go to send a message as the next step. This is step number 45, send message. And then we're going to have the person get an image that just shows them where their order ID is at. So they can actually easily get it. And it's going to have the image like that. And then it's going to say something like, fantastic first name. We just need your Amazon order ID, which should look like this. Be sure to follow this exact format. Otherwise, we will not be able to verify your order and send you your gift card. So now what we do is that we have something called a user input. A user input is another option that you can enter right here under this particular flow. Again, if you get confused on this thing, because I know that it gets, if you're looking at this for the first time, you might just want to go back and just repeat the steps one by one so you can get them implemented. There's an option called user input. And on the user input, you're going to have an option that says free keyboard input, which basically means that the person is going to have free keyboard input and just be able to enter whatever they want in there. So at that point, they're going to be able to enter their order ID number, 114-872-1782, etc. And then we're going to have a custom field creating. We're going to create an action here. It's going to have an Amazon order ID. It says over here, set the user input to save the data in a custom field named Amazon order ID. A custom field is basically a space that you can actually store some information about that user. So that way you can know that these people entered the order ID information, and you can all make it very simple for you to be able to find that order ID information there. So you know that you owe this person a gift card because they actually went through the process of confirming the order with you overall. Okay, so it's gonna be like almost Amazon order ID, confirm custom new user field name as Amazon order ID, and set type as text. When you set it as type, it means that what they're gonna be entering is some text. In this particular example, it's going to be a set of numbers. As you can see right here, the definition of a user field. It says, custom attributes let you save info about your subscribers. Store user emails, phones, appointments, behavior, or anything else you wish. In this case, we're storing the Amazon order ID that this person has actually given us. It says, fantastic. We just need your Amazon ID, which should look like this. Free keyboard input. Thank you. We have received your order details. As soon as Amazon confirms shipment of your order, we will send you the gift card. So basically, somebody's going to enter their order ID right there. And then you're going to be able to confirm with this message right here, which is all going to be automatized. Now, just so you guys know, if you're just initially launching a product, there's going to be some manual work on this. I'm going to recommend, and we're going to talk about that towards the end of this particular training, I'm going to recommend that you are monitoring what's happening so you can follow along with the conversations that people are having with your system, and also be in there and reply as needed. So I'm going to give you some more examples on that, but this is going to be super manageable, especially if you're only doing an initial product launch, so you can get people to actually purchase products from you at a full price and give you the information so you can go and return them in Amazon gift cards in exchange for them helping you out and going through the process overall. It's a rebate that you're doing all within Messenger. So step 51, you're going to add a confirmation message after you use your input to advise a customer that you have received their information. Thank you, first name. We have received your order details. And that's it. This is the complete Messenger funnel right there. This is how it looks like. You have, just to recap right here, you have an initial starting step. Hey, happy to see you're interested in our coffee mug. Tap the claim offer button below to get a $15.99 Amazon gift card after Amazon ships your order. You might be asking yourself, well, Manuel, how do we get people into this funnel, right? This flow. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. If they say claim offer, or if they say more information, this is what happens. More information, they get more information about the product. You can be creative. You can add more information there as you please. If you have, just to give you an idea, if you have a cool video about your product or an FAQ about your product, you can go ahead and put it right there, because that's the cool thing about Messenger, that on Messenger, you can add videos, images, you can add all kinds of cool stuff. Even voice messages can be embedded into the Messenger channel directly. So if they go to claim offer or more information, they get tagged as join giveaway. And now they get this next message. Great. First thing you need to do is purchase your product on Amazon. Then we will send the gift card as soon as Amazon confirms shipment of your order. We had the delay, which is going to be a 5-second delay. And then it says something like, just tap the get started button below to claim this offer. And now we have this cool little card, which, by the way, a card is different than an image. A card is clickable. If they click on the card, it opens up the link. All right, that's basically what happens, the next step. So now we have the actual card in there. It has a little call to action, funny mom mug. Give your favorite mom a great gift. They'll make her laugh. And then we go to get started. This is the funnel for Mother's Day, right? Obviously, that's quite obvious. And then we go for the randomizer. And that randomizer, which is very simple to set, is going to be 50% to a canonical and 50% to another URL, or you can just skip the whole randomizer thing and just do a canonical URL and just get them straight to the particular URL, okay? So now we got the URL, and then it's awesome first name. There's limited supply assigned to this offer. It may only last a few hours because the randomizer is going to get them for this particular next message. And now it says, just tap on the purchase now button below. Purchase now. And now we have what we call a smart delay. That smart delay is going to be this next message 3 minutes later. Again, I want you guys to also test out to see which one is going to help you get better results. Also 10 minutes, because sometimes people cannot go through it right away. You can do 3 minutes or 10 minutes. And then it says something like this. Hey, first name, were you able to purchase? We will need to confirm your purchase details to make sure you qualify for this giveaway. Click on I made a purchase to claim your gift card by entering your details on the website. I made a purchase, and then we give them an image of this is how your order ID looks. Fantastic. We just need your Amazon order ID, which should look like this. Be sure to follow this exact format. Otherwise, we will not be able to verify your order and send you your gift card. Free keyword input. Again, what does that mean? It means that the customer, the user, the messenger user can go in there and type in whatever information you ask them to type in, and then it's going to give them the next reply. It's not going to be a button. It is free. They can go ahead and type it themselves. Thank you, first name. We have received your order details. As soon as Amazon confirms shipment of your order, we will send you the gift card. Okay. All right. So that was basically the full price funnel. That's basically the most complicated part of this whole training is that one right there. You might need to watch it maybe once or twice and go for the slides, every single one of them. But once you build this particular funnel, you're able to now have a funnel that you can launch and relaunch over and over your product so you can get more activity going on to your Amazon brand. Now, before we move on to the next module, I know this was a little technical, Ben. So do you have any particular questions that you want to ask me about this?
No, I think it's great. I think for the first time user, somebody going through the Search Find Buy course, this will be the first big aha. And it'll be a little overwhelming only because it's the very, very first time you've ever seen how Manuel has set all this up. But you can see how ingenious this is. So I just want to kind of give a little translation and little bridge between some of the stuff that you guys have been learning and how this fits in. So first of all, highly recommend that you go back and rewatch this video for your homework. Only this time, have your ManyChat account open and just set this up. You don't have to go live with anything. Just set this up, get the practice. Number two, like everything else that you've learned on Amazon, it's simple once you learn the small set of weird terms and verbiage that each of these tools uses, right? Seller Central has their own weird set of terms, but now it's second nature to you. And ManyChat, you know, they have these weird terms that maybe aren't real intuitive until you actually go through and set this up. And then the final thought that I had here, and then and we'll move to the next module, Manuel, is the big picture path that we're going here is what moves rank is the ability to sell more units than the competition, or find a way to manipulate or make that appear to be the case so that Amazon thinks your product is more popular. And what really helps to juice that up are full price buys. We said in a previous module, you don't want to be using deep discount coupons anymore, and that'll get your account banned. So, so the Search Find Buy rebate funnel, we taught you to use either PayPal or Venmo to rebate the customer. Manuel is basically doing the exact same thing, only his twist on it is to use an Amazon gift card. So, you know, different vehicles, same end result, okay? So I love what you've set up. I know that basically in this short video, you have compressed literally now 2 or 3 years worth of knowledge of options. See, ManyChat is like a blank slate. There's nothing more scary than staring at a blank slate. Like, where do I start? And what Manuel's given you is exactly how to use this automated messenger bot, this almost like artificial intelligence robot. He's given you the ManyChat flow. He's showing you how to set it up so that this thing will just work once you kind of flip on the robot. So I'm excited to see what you have for us in the next module. And I like how you're building on each previous lesson. So why don't we wrap this one up?
Absolutely. Something else that I would like to say about that before you go, Ben, is that I think it's a great time right now based on what you were teaching, because you already told them about the value of rebates and full price sales overall. I think we're going back to an era right now in which on Amazon, the ones that can manipulate, control their own traffic, handle their own traffic, and just send people to their Amazon platform, those are the ones that are going to win. And the big pocket guys right now are getting out of the picture, because for years it was how deep were your pockets and how many big promotions can you do? And if you could do more than your neighbor, you win. Right now, it's not about that. It's about who has the best strategies to get people to their listing. Some people that have 5% of the money of other big brands are able to create much bigger impacts just because they know better. And that's what Ben is teaching you. That's what I'm teaching you overall. It's just strategies that are more powerful right now in today's world to really take control of your own traffic. And that's what we're doing over here.